Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation for today is the 29th Shabad from Sri Rag Mahalla Pehla, Kar Chautha. Ek Suaan Dui Suaani naal, palke paun keh sada bayal, कूड़ छुरा मुठा मरदार तानक रूप रहा करतार मैं पत की पंद न करनी की कार हाँ बिगड़े रूप रहा बिकराल तेरा एक नाम तारे संसार मैं एहा आस एहो आधार रहाओ मुख निंदा आँखां दिन रात कर कर जो ही नीच सनात काम क्रोध तन वसै चंडाल तानक रूप रहा करतार फाही सुरत मलूकी वेस हाँ ठगवारा ठगी देस खरा सियाणा बहुता पार तानक रूप रहा करतार मैं कीता ना जाता राम खोर हाँ क्या मोह देसा दुष्ट चोर नानक नीच कह विचार तानक रूप रहा करतार. Guruji's refrain in the Shabad is Tanak Roop Raha Kartar. Such an ugly predator have I become, O Creator. This is a deep lament about the human condition, the estrangement of the self from itself, a self-alienation so complete that Guruji says we've become unrecognizable, frightening to ourselves, bikral. This is a rather unflattering picture that Guruji paints, but it's quite accurate because we are driven by greed and desire, we are filled with rage and lust, we covet the other, and with conniving minds accumulate ill-gotten gains. That is pretty much the norm as we see and look around us. In other words, our wild haume is running amok. Now, haume, a dual word of hau and me, represents our narcissistic and possession-centered orientation that prioritizes consumption over creativity, ownership over solidarity and sharing. This is also referred to as taturbaji, the rat race that we are all in, which fuels our lives in pursuit of a mirage. And the mirage is that of endless progress and happiness, because we don't quite understand the true nature of happiness. Implied in the Guru's message is a reminder that we are, in essence, creative beings who have lost connection to our creative source, which is Nam, knowledge of the self. Guru Nanak calls this a disfigurement of the most ugly kind. So we must really recover our connection with Nam to be truly creative beings in the image of the Creator, Kartar. And so this involves a paradigm shift that replaces the acquisition-centered orientation with an activity and service-centered emphasis, from being a consumer, an unabashed consumer, to being creative and altruistic, an altruistic custodian of resources allocated to us. In order to do that, we must learn to loosen the hold of our ego consciousness, haume. How would one understand the loosening of the ego consciousness? As mentioned earlier, it really refers to unchecked energy. We have this creative energy that is somewhat unchecked, and it is unchecked or hijacked rather by addictive tendencies like greed, like avarice, acquisition. So what we really have to do when we talk about loosening the hold is to really control this, is to create a dam, sort of create a dam that, like when you dam water, you can then create electricity out of it. Similarly, the energy of the hound that is running through us needs to be dammed so that we can create electricity out of it, so that we can become truly, truly creative. With that thought, until the next time, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.